Welcome back. Today we're counting down the wildest, most unbelievable dashcam crashes of 2025. Every clip you'll see was captured on a dashcam, and thankfully, no one was seriously hurt. These moments are a wake-up call. Things can go wrong in an instant. Buckle up, get comfortable, and let's dive into the chaos. Let these clips remind us all. Stay focused, drive safe, and always be aware. Ready? Let's get started. Our first clip takes us straight into the heart of chaos, a high-speed highway pileup that transforms what should have been a routine commute into a scene of utter mayhem. It's a stark reminder of how quickly things can go wrong on the road, even when everything seems normal. The dashcam car is gliding along in the middle lane, surrounded by a steady flow of vehicles. Traffic is moving fast, everyone keeping pace, and for a moment, it feels like just another ordinary day on the highway. But in an instant, everything changes. Up ahead, a sudden puff of smoke erupts. Someone has slammed on their brakes and the warning comes too late for those behind. The reaction is immediate and frantic. Cars swerve left and right, drivers desperately searching for an escape route, but with vehicles packed tightly together, there's simply nowhere to go. The dashcam car is suddenly sideswiped by another vehicle, sending it spinning out of control. In a split second, the world outside the windshield becomes a dizzying blur of headlights and metal. The sounds are deafening, metal crunches, tires screech, and the chaos intensifies. It's a symphony of disaster, echoing across the highway, as more cars get caught in the pileup. A red SUV flips violently, tumbling across the lanes, while a pickup truck slams into a sedan, sending debris flying in every direction. The scene is pure pandemonium, with vehicles colliding and spinning out. The dashcam car is struck again and again, ricocheting between vehicles like a pinball. Each impact adds to the confusion, making it impossible to regain control. When the chaos finally subsides, the car comes to a stop. Airbags have deployed, smoke fills the cabin, and the blare of horns pierces the air. The aftermath is surreal, as drivers try to process what just happened. Through the cracked windshield, the devastation is clear. A highway littered with wrecked cars, twisted metal, and shattered glass as far as the eye can see. At least 10 vehicles are tangled in the wreckage, each one a reminder of how quickly disaster can strike when traffic is dense and speeds are high. This is why maintaining a safe following distance isn't just a suggestion, it's a lifesaver. Giving yourself extra space can mean the difference between stopping safely and becoming part of a massive pileup. All it takes is one moment of distraction, one unexpected event, and everything can change in the blink of an eye. Always expect the unexpected, and keep your focus sharp. Stay alert, never tailgate, and remember, on the highway, your safety depends on every decision you make. Unbelievable. Next up, we witness how a routine city intersection can turn disastrous in just a matter of seconds. What starts as an ordinary day for drivers quickly spirals into chaos, all because of one reckless decision. The dashcam car sits patiently at a red light, surrounded by the hum of city life. As the light turns green, the driver checks both ways and cautiously begins to move forward, following the rules and expecting others to do the same. But out of nowhere, a silver minivan comes hurtling into the intersection, blatantly running the red light at full speed. The minivan's driver either didn't see the signal or chose to ignore it, putting everyone in danger. The dashcam driver reacts instantly, slamming on the brakes, horn blaring in a desperate attempt to warn the oncoming vehicle. But with so little time and distance, there's no way to avoid disaster. The minivan smashes into a blue hatchback, T-boning it with such force that the smaller car is launched into the air, spinning before crashing back down. The violence of the impact is shocking. Metal shreds and glass explodes across the intersection. The minivan, out of control, careens off and crashes into a nearby pole, finally coming to a stop amid a cloud of dust and debris. The dashcam car, shaken and just feet from the wreckage, comes to a halt. The driver sits in stunned silence, realizing how close they came to being involved in the crash. In the aftermath, mangled cars litter the intersection, smoke rises, and bystanders rush from all directions to help the injured. The scene is chaotic, but the community comes together in the face of tragedy. All of this devastation was caused by a single driver who chose to ignore a red light, a split-second decision with life-altering consequences. The laws of the road exist for a reason. They're not just guidelines, they're there to protect everyone who shares the street. One moment of recklessness, one lapse in judgment, can destroy lives in an instant. The consequences extend far beyond just the drivers involved. That's why it's so important to always double-check before entering any intersection, even when you have the green light. Never assume others will follow the rules. Don't put blind trust in the traffic signals. Trust your own eyes and instincts. A quick glance could save your life. Stay vigilant, stay alert, and remember that having the right of way doesn't guarantee your safety. Defensive driving can make all the difference. Let this serve as a powerful reminder. One careless act can change lives forever. Drive safe, and never take your attention for granted. Imagine driving at night, the world outside your windshield cloaked in darkness, and suddenly seeing headlights coming straight at you, on your side of the road. Your heart skips a beat, your mind races, and you realize you're facing every driver's worst nightmare. That's exactly what happens in this next clip, a terrifying encounter that could happen to anyone, anywhere, at any time. The dashcam car rounds a bend on a divided highway, the road ahead seemingly empty. Then, out of nowhere, blinding headlights appear, dead ahead, barreling toward them at full speed. In that instant, there's no time to think, only to react. The driver swerves hard onto the shoulder, horn blaring, missing the wrong way car by mere inches. It's a split-second move that makes the difference between life and death. But even after that heart-stopping near miss, the danger isn't over. The adrenaline is still pumping, hands gripping the wheel, eyes darting to the rearview mirror. The wrong-way driver continues recklessly down the highway, colliding with cars behind the dashcam. In a matter of seconds, a peaceful night turns into a scene of chaos and destruction. Screeching tires, crunching metal, and shouts fill the night air. The aftermath is a tangle of vehicles and flashing hazard lights, a stark reminder of how quickly things can go wrong. The dashcam driver finally pulls over, shaken but safe, taking a moment to catch their breath and process what just happened. One person's mistake put everyone at risk. It's a sobering thought. How a single lapse in judgment can endanger so many lives. You can do everything right, drive carefully, stay alert, and still face danger from others who aren't as cautious. That's why it's so important to always be ready to react. Defensive driving isn't just a skill, it's a necessity, especially at night. Never assume the road is clear, even if it looks empty. Stay vigilant, check your mirrors, and be prepared for the unexpected. Stay alert, especially at night when visibility is low and fatigue can set in. Your focus could save your life. Wrong-way crashes are rare, but when they happen, they're often deadly. The consequences can be devastating for everyone involved. Trust your instincts, drive defensively, and never let your guard down, especially after dark. Sometimes, survival is just a split-second decision. Stay sharp, stay safe, and always expect the unexpected. Winter roads can turn deadly in an instant. The dashcam car drives cautiously over a snow-covered bridge. Up ahead, a red pickup taps the brakes and loses control on black ice. The truck spins sideways, blocking both lanes. A white sedan slides into it. Crunch. More cars start sliding, unable to stop. The dashcam car tries to brake, but just slides forward, bumping the car ahead. In seconds, a minor slip becomes a multi-car pileup. Black ice is invisible and unforgiving. When conditions are bad, slow down. Or don't drive at all. Respect the weather. One small mistake can trigger disaster. Stay safe out there. This crash was 100% preventable, and it'll make you furious. The dashcam car is in the center lane, a black SUV beside it. The SUV starts drifting over the line, then back, then over again. The dashcam driver honks, but the SUV keeps coming. The SUV driver is looking down, clearly distracted. Suddenly, the SUV sideswipes the dashcam car, scraping metal. The dashcam car swerves to avoid being pushed off the road. The SUV finally jerks back, the driver shocked, phone in hand. Both cars pull over, damage everywhere, all because of a text or a scroll. Your phone can wait. No message is worth a crash. Put it down and focus on the road. Distraction is deadly. Don't be the reason for someone else's nightmare. Stay present. Stay safe. It's that simple. Sometimes, it's not another driver, it's your own car that betrays you. The dashcam car descends a steep hill toward a busy intersection. The driver hits the brakes, nothing happens. Panic sets in as the car picks up speed. The driver pumps the brakes, pulls the emergency brake. Still, no luck. The car becomes a runaway missile. Horn blaring, the driver warns others at the intersection. With seconds to spare, they spot a grassy embankment and steer off the road. The car bounces through the grass, finally stopping against a tree. Silence, then the sound of heavy breathing. Quick thinking avoided a disaster. Mechanical failures can happen anytime. Know your emergency options. Stay calm, act fast. Sometimes, survival is about making the right split-second choice. Impatience and overconfidence, a deadly mix. On a country road, a red convertible tries to pass a tractor and the dashcam car on a blind curve. Suddenly, a blue pickup appears from the other direction. The convertible panics, brakes, and is hit head-on. The crash is devastating. Cars spin, metal twists, silence follows. All because someone couldn't wait a few seconds. Passing on a blind curve is never worth it. Patience saves lives. Don't risk everything for a few seconds. Wait for a safe spot to pass. One bad decision can change everything. Sometimes, the biggest danger isn't another car, it's wildlife. On a rural road at dusk, a deer darts out in front of the dashcam car. There's no time to react, a violent impact, then chaos. The car veers into oncoming traffic, colliding with another vehicle. Airbags deploy, the cabin fills with smoke. In seconds, a peaceful drive becomes a multi-car wreck. Always be alert for animals, especially at dawn and dusk. Slow down in rural areas. Wildlife is unpredictable. One encounter can trigger disaster. Rain can be just as dangerous as ice. In a downpour, a gray sedan speeds past the dashcam car, throwing up water. Suddenly, the sedan hydroplanes, spinning out of control. It slides directly in front of the dashcam car. There's nowhere to go. The crash is loud and violent. Both cars careening across the highway. Other cars spin out trying to avoid the wreck. One driver's speed in the rain caused a multi-car pileup. Slow down when roads are wet. Hydroplaning happens fast. Your tires can only handle so much water. Respect the weather, or pay the price. Drive smart in the rain. Not every story ends in a crash. Sometimes, it's a miracle. The dashcam car follows a semi on a two-lane highway. Suddenly, the truck jackknifes, blocking both lanes. An oncoming truck smashes into the trailer. The dashcam driver has less than a second to react. They slam the brakes, swerve onto the shoulder, and squeeze through a tiny gap. Inches from disaster, they survive. The aftermath: two wrecked trucks, a shaken driver. Sometimes, survival is pure luck and quick reflexes. Always keep your distance. Stay alert. Even when things seem routine, 1 second can make all the difference. Never let your guard down. That's a wrap on the wildest dashcam moments of 2025. These aren't just crazy clips, they're real-life lessons. Distraction, impatience, weather, and the unexpected can change everything in seconds. Drive responsibly, stay alert, put your phone away. Your life, and others, depends on it. Let us know which moment shocked you most, and don't forget to subscribe for more. Until next time, buckle up and drive safe.